Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on the 1980s. It is now November, time to get everything harvested. Now we're going to run over here to our Gleaner Combine. We have the 8-row corn head on here right now, but we're going to go ahead and get started with some bean harvest. So we need to get the corn head off and get the bean head on. So we're going to go hop in this and start this up. Get it warmed up just a little bit here, and then we'll head over and drop this off. I'm not sure exactly where I want to drop this off yet. Probably just over here in the corner would be okay. Yeah, right over here along this fence will be just fine for now. We'll come get it in a little bit when we do some corn harvest. Right there should be just fine. We're going to start with the field across from the farm here, across the road, as the field right next to the farm and around the farm is still a little bit wet. We're going to drive over the drop off here, which is unfortunate, but there's still weeds out there. I didn't spray them. I completely forgot before skipping time that I needed to spray weeds, so we got to deal with those weeds. And I don't feel like harvesting a field of weeds right now, so we're going to go ahead and grab the header off the trailer here. See if we can get this lined up right. Right about there should be good. Attach it. Perfect. Go ahead and back off the header trailer. We can just drive over there. We don't necessarily need the header trailer, which is why I just took it off. We just got to go literally right across the road here. So yeah, I did end up selling 2 of our fields and picking up this other soybean field just because I thought it would be beneficial for us to have more soybeans. So we're gonna dive over here, get everything turned on and ready to go. Everything seems to be working okay. I did some maintenance on this the other day just to make sure everything was good. I'm gonna go ahead and dive right on in here. Gotta make sure we go clockwise around the field so our auger can be out in case we get full. We don't have to back up and turn around. Looks like we're getting 86, 87 somewhere in there bushel to the acre, so not bad, not bad. We are getting quite a bit of dust, which is a good sign. That means the beans are pretty dry. Hopefully they're not too dry to where we lose out on some money. When they are too dry, they don't weigh as much, right? So your overall weight when you go to the elevator is not as high as it could be. Jumping out to third person here, and we are leaving a straw swath. I completely forgot about that. I'm not sure if I want that on or not. The straw swath does look like it is a manageable size though, so I might be able to go ahead and bale that. Why not? Just some extra money, right? So we're gonna go ahead and stop right about there and just take the other headland pass or the end row off. I am gonna turn the straw swath off for now so that we can get the headlands done and not have to worry about that when taking trucks back and forth and stuff like that. I thought I turned it off. Maybe I didn't. Ah, there we go. Now we got it. We'll just turn it off for a little bit here while we get this these end rows off. We're going to take another 2 rounds off just to make sure we have plenty of room to turn around and get grain trucks and gravity wagons in here. Looking behind us, we are making quite the dust show over here. We got a lot more dust than I originally thought. Man, that's a lot of dust. I forgot how much dust this combine threw behind, and I absolutely love it. I'm all for it. It makes things so much more realistic. I can't remember how dirt turned up to as fast as possible, but I'd like to see this combine start to get a little dirty. Surely it will here in a few minutes. I would hope so, at least. Okay guys, we are on our last end row pass here before we get everything over to the field, and everything is running great. We are 39% full. We got 97, 98 bushels in the grain tank right now. Still averaging about 87.3 bushel to the acre, which is phenomenal because we didn't spray or put down any fertilizer or herbicide, anything. So let's look at the yield monitor here. Yeah, it's about what I expected. We're in the yellows. Like I said, we didn't plow and we didn't lime as well. So for this being our first time harvesting this field, it's a pretty solid yield. Just gonna cut straight through here just to kind of level off or straighten off the field here, and that should just about do it for the end rows here. And we are done with the end rows. We're gonna go ahead and turn the combine off here, get the auger unfolded. We're just gonna park the combine right over here for right now, right about there. That'll work. We're gonna hop out here and we are gonna run back over to the farm right across the road here, and we need to grab a tractor for our gravity wagons as well as our 2 grain trucks back there. Now I still have not had time to switch out the bins yet, so we're not going to be putting any grain in the bins as of now. We're probably going to sell everything right away. So I really want my grain trucks out there. Gravity wagons might be just a little bit too slow if we're taking it all the way to the elevator. So we're gonna grab our grain trucks, jump in the white C70 here, and get this taken out to the field here. Now this is pretty much the exact set of grain trucks that we have in real life. So this is super nice to be able to have those in game. The only difference is our red grain truck that we have on the farm here is exactly an exact replica, but this white one, the white one is actually a Ford F550 instead of a Chevy. It's still the same paint scheme, white cab with the red box, but it is a Ford instead of a Chevy. I haven't found a Ford grain truck yet that looks similar to ours in real life, but if you guys know of any Ford grain trucks, let me know. Okay, combine is unloaded, truck's over here, we'll go grab the other truck, and I think I'm gonna grab the gravity wagons as well, just cause why not? I could put one gravity wagon behind each grain truck if I wanted to. That would be convenient, make things go a little faster. I might do that in the future. Yeah, the auger, I'm not sure it would even reach the top of those bins. Looking at it now, it probably wouldn't have. So yeah, we definitely gotta take these over to the elevator, get us some more money. We're sitting at $237,000. I didn't know where I really wanted to start this series at, but I feel like $237,000 is a decent amount of money to play with here, just for starters, just to make sure we can get everything started. Like I said, I don't have everything bought yet. I still need to change out those bins, maybe add a few more tractors and implements to the farm, and I have really no cattle stuff. I don't have a cattle trailer or a water tank, water trailer, whatever you want to call it, anything like that. What tractor do I want on the gravity wagons? The 5288 was back there. We've got the 4455, 986, or the 4440. I think the 4440 would work good on the gravity wagons. So we're gonna go ahead and unhook the baler here and fire that on up. Good looking tractor. Love this mod. I don't use it enough. I need to use more of this old iron stuff in more of my series. It's kind of why I did this series, because I just wanted to use more of the older equipment, make it run down the farm. I mean, it shouldn't technically be run down because we're in the 80s, but yeah, I still love the farm nonetheless. I completely passed all of my gravity wagons. It's one of those days, I guess. Now I gotta take the slow drive at 5 mile an hour all the way back to the gravity wagons. Alright, here we are. We finally made it back to the gravity wagons. We got the DMIs hooked up. Now I gotta go spin around so that we can get out of here. I did not plan this very well, but it worked out in the end. We'll head over here. Now, we do not have a grain cart. I'm not sure many grain carts were made back in the 80s, to be completely honest with you. I did not do my research, so I don't know for sure if there was or not. But we're doing a one-man show here, and I really don't want to do any workers. I might do some workers on some stuff that's not fun, but for harvest, I mean, harvest is fun. I want to do it all myself, so no workers for harvest. We'll go ahead and jump back in the combine. I am going to go ahead and attempt to angle this field, but first, before I do that, I'm going to head down here. I'm going to finish taking the rest of the end row passes off, and then we'll start angling the field. Now, I really don't know the reason behind harvesting beans at an angle. I think it has something to do with the beans feeding into the head better, if they're like leaning over or something. I'm not for sure. If you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comments. Alright guys, we are just finishing up the south side of the field here, the end rows. We are at about a 75%. We've got about 186 bushels in the tank right now. We're going to head back, see if we can't make it to the grain truck before we fill up here. I think we can, but I'm not entirely sure. It's going to be close. Let's check the yield down here. Yield is about the same. It's still in the yellows to orange, which is to be expected, as I said earlier. Alright guys, we are at 90%. I'm not sure we're gonna make it. We're pretty close though. I can see everything that's getting closer. I just don't know, man. 92%. I don't know how many bushel this combine holds. We're at 230 right now. 94%. The grain tank is about to overflow. Are we gonna make it? 97. We're making it. Beautiful scenes. Look at that. 98%, and we made it. Perfect timing. We don't have to worry about going back down to finish that little bit before angling it. Alright, we'll go ahead and unload into the first grain truck here. Try not to smack it with the bean head. And there we go. It should be filling decently there. It should be in the middle. It's not in the middle, but it's fine. We are unloading. If you guys didn't notice, I did turn the straw swath back on down there because we're not going to be loading trucks or anything down there, so it's not that important to turn it off. So we're going to get plenty of straw, soybean straw off of this field to be able to sell. Maybe we can use it for cattle. I'm not sure if that's going to work with like the in-game wise with the fill types, but we can definitely try it and see if it's going to work. Looking off the distance, that is the grain elevator right there, I'm pretty sure, actually. So maybe we can take the gravity wagons down there for a trip or two. We'll have to figure that out later. How do I want to angle this? I probably want to start over a little bit more. Went a little bit too far. Probably right about in here. I don't want to do a 45. Probably like a 20 degree. We'll see if something like this will work. Just go straight. That should work. Yep, that's about good right there, I think. They're feeding in a little bit better. Everything looks pretty good. We're going to continue going this angle. I am going to set up a GPS course so it's easier. I know there was no GPS back in the 80s, but it just makes things easy, especially going at an angle like this. Alright, our first pass at an angle is just about done here. I'm going to go ahead and turn around to the left, finish off that smaller section there first, and then we'll continue over in the bigger section of the field. I probably should have done 4 passes here on the end. A bit of a tight squeeze there, but we're going to deal with it. Oh, did I miss some? Just barely. Okay, we'll back up and get that real quickly here. But yeah, everything's working well. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this into a time lapse for you guys, and I'll catch you guys when we got some of the trucks full. guys, we are just finishing up this field here. We're gonna have to go a little bit more, I think. Take another pass. We're not gonna be able to get it here with the swath. But this field is now done. I'm sure you guys saw it in the time lapse. It didn't take us all that long. Here's we got this little piece here. I was only gonna go until I filled up the trucks and the gravity wagons, but we never managed to do that. So here we are. The field is done. I'm not sure how many bushels total I got off of this field, but we got a ton of soybean straw, that's for sure. We're gonna have to get all that baled up before we can progress to spring. Yeah, we just got a lot to do this fall, that is for sure. Okay, we got the white truck full. I think the red truck is close to being full. Let's see if we can't fit the rest of this in there. I don't want to put another thing back in the gravity wagons. We're gonna have to, though. That truck's full. We'll go ahead and unload the rest of this into there. Just leave the combine there for now, and we are empty. Alright, we're going to jump out of the combine here. We're going to go ahead and jump in the Chevy up here. And we are going to take this to town. It should be just those grain bins in the background back there. That should be the elevator we have to go to. So we're going to head over there, and I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright, it is up here on our left. Go ahead and pull in. Is it here or the next one? I guess the next one. Pull in right here. We just pull right up here on the grate here and unload, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am mistaken. Alright guys, I have found a issue. Yeah, so the reason nobody uses these green trucks in Farm Sim is because they cannot be unloaded. I went and did some tests with gravity wagons and other trailers, and they were able to be unloaded, and this truck cannot be unloaded here. I don't know why. It is baffling to me. So we're gonna have to manually calculate our money here. So if we head over to the commodity prices and go to soybeans, this is feed and grain south. I don't know why all the sell points are the same, but we're just gonna take the average one. Average one is 42.18. That gives us $29,926. So we'll go ahead and add that. Perfect. We just added our money. Now we just got to go in here and empty that. And that's how we're going to have to do it until we find a fix. If anybody is able to fix these grain trucks, let me know. It's just an unloading configuration or something is going on. Please let me know if you can fix it. I would greatly appreciate that. But anyways, after that, we're going to head back to the field with this, and we're gonna get the other one over here and get that sold. I probably won't put that on camera as it is broken. If we could actually unload the grain, realistically, I would show you guys that. But yeah, I think we're gonna end the episode off there. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks, guys.